And I would like to invite Chancellor Van Hook also to say a few words. So when we do the CEO tenure, the combined years that of service from Chancellor Carroll and Chancellor Van Hook have really upped the numbers for us. And it's, such great leadership for so many years. Diane, would you like to say a few words?
Well, thank you very much. Constance was, I remember when Constance was at that small college, and I remember attending the Leaders for the 80s with Carolyn and Mildred in Scottsdale, Arizona. And I remember exactly when it was. It was the first week of February 2nd or so in 1983. And I had gotten an interview for College of the Canyons presidency, even though I was a faculty member and had never been an administrator. Heaven only knows how that happened. I was totally clueless. And I found Constance and introduced myself to her. And I said, I understand you're president of a smaller community college, and can you help me? And we sat in a restaurant there at a high table, and she helped me. And she told me in very short order what not to say, what to do, what not to do. And then she gave me the brass tacks of the fact that not very many women are in these leadership roles. And I didn't get the job, but I did get an interview, and I got the job 5 years later. So I kept trying and got the same job I had wanted. And she has always been a role model for me, and someone who truly believes that if there's a will, there's a way. I mean, let's look at the baccalaureate initiative just to know that one. And also, you become what you give yourself permission to be. I was just telling that to our Associated Student Body president. If you tell yourself you don't like this, by golly, you're not going to like it. If you tell yourself that you miss some things, but also there are some things you don't miss at all, and you're glad that we're in this kind of a different environment, you will become that during the day. You will become that. And so I appreciate having that role model for me. I was the gender equity coordinator at Santa Ana College in 1979. And let me tell you, that was a job that I wouldn't wish on anybody. I was responsible for going into all those voc tech departments, welding, tool and die, electronics, and explaining to those lovely male faculty members that unless they made brochures and purchased textbooks that showed someone other than white males, they weren't going to be able to get any VEA money. And they needed to gear it up, they needed to change it up. And they didn't like that, and they didn't like me, but they wanted the money. So I won, because I challenged their bluff. And to see over the years how much progress has been made, it's probably not enough, but it's sure as heck better than where we were. And I think it takes people working together and doing so formally and informally. I look at many of I don't know some of you on the screen here. I'm trying to decide if this is the Brady Bunch dashboard or the Hollywood Squares. I'm thinking it might be the Hollywood Squares. It's a little too big, but I think that that asking for help, someone once said to me, the best advice I can give you is this. Number one, be willing to make the following 4 statements. I made a mistake. I'm sorry. I don't know, and I need help. And if you can say those 4 things, you can get to wherever it is you want to go. So I'm thrilled. We've had different variations of this kind of a caucus, maybe less formal. When Pam and Sharon Caballero and Lorraine Gaines put together the Asylum Our Leaders project for a while for folks that had a chance to be involved in it, that was kind of a women's caucus. We didn't call it that, but it was definitely that network. And I'm just thrilled to see this happen. So thank you very much for giving me an opportunity to speak.
Absolutely. Where
Okay.
would we be without you? You women pioneers that have been our leaders. The women are, and you see, we have a strong women's pipeline we're building and the upcoming women like Catherine. So thank you so much.